Hello and welcome back to Great British Biking Adventures. As you probably already know, we're making our way around the British coastline on our motorcycle. If you like what we're doing and want to keep up with future videos, please like and subscribe.
In the last episode we got as far as Dover, which pretty much completes the south coast. We are now headed in a northerly direction towards Deal and the coast is facing east. That said, I'm not sure it quite qualifies to be called the East Coast yet, or maybe it does.
So this is Kingsdown. Hoping to get down to the beach. There's houses on the beach and possibly a road, but the houses are either back or front onto the beach down here from our research. Let's see if we can get through. A nice little lane anyway. There's some lovely houses. Yes. Oh wow. So this is the seafront, and this is the seafront at Kingsdown. You may be wondering how we plan our routes. In the days leading up to the trip, we pore over Google Maps. Our main objective is to find the route that is closest to the coast. Although, if you've been following us, you'll know there's large sections that don't have a coast road. We can't say we've faithfully travelled every stretch of promenade, especially in those first few episodes, but we certainly try. This is one of many examples of planning and persistence in our search for those hidden gems. At lunchtime, we stopped at a delightful seaside town called Deal. Perhaps we only saw the best of it, but like a lot of places we were yet to see along the east coast, it was unspoilt and we really appreciated it.
Hear me over the wind noise. We're in Deal, at the end of the country really, right in the corner, and it's very nice, very nice place. Never been here before, but meant it. Unspoiled. Very nice place. Gorgeous English Channel. France isn't very far away. I see a ferry right there in the distance, a silhouette of a ferry. imagine on a clear day you might actually be able to see France. Sandwich Bay has an interesting history. Let's start with the name. The bay takes its name from the nearby ancient town of Sandwich, meaning market town on sandy soil. Sandwich also gave its name to the food by way of John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, and the word sandwich is now found in several languages. Sandwich Bay is a long sweeping inlet of the sea between Deal and Ramsgate. This coastal area consists of sand flats, salt marshes and sand dunes that stretch for about 5 miles along the coast. The coastal habitats are of high ecological importance. Most of the bay bears national and international nature conservation designations. Today, virtually the whole area is privately owned by the residents, and there is a toll for non-resident motorists. Historically part of the Guildford estate, it was duneland and marsh until the founding of St George's Golf Club in 1885. This brought the estate to the notice of property developers. The Guildford Hotel and Prince's Golf Club were built in 1903. A major development scheme to create a new resort town was drawn up around 1908, including an esplanade with shops and restaurants. A few of the roads were laid out and some impressive properties were built, but World War I halted the development. In 1923, the owner applied for and was granted the right to charge the toll. The 1920s saw Sandwich Bay become fashionable with the very wealthy. Edward VIII, who became king briefly in 1936 before abdicating so he could marry Mrs Simpson, rented houses here in the 1920s, while his mistress at the time, Mrs Freda Dudley Ward, stayed nearby. Between the wars, a number of titled families acquired large summer homes here, now mostly converted into flats. Most of the larger houses in the bay were completed before the Second World War.
Looks like the groundsmen are having a little meet.
During World War II, Lord North, the heir to the Guildford estate, was walking on the seafront when his dog ran into the minefield. Both he and his sister were killed. Now, there's a good reason for keeping your dog on a lead. After World War II, the estate was sold to Sir Ainsley Bridgeland, an Australian property magnate and passionate golfer. Up to his death in 1966, he was a major benefactor to both the bay and its association with golf. The estate then passed to Broadlands Properties, who sold most of the remaining plots, which is when the more modern homes were built between 1971 and 73. With most of the available plots now sold, Broadlands Properties put the estate back on the market in 1976. The residents were determined that the estate would not be bought by another developer. Sandwich Bay Residence Limited was created and the purchase achieved by means of debenture stock. The company owns the roads and the foreshore right down to the high water mark. The area is, however, most well known for the prestigious world-class golf clubs here. The now Royal St George's, Prince's and Royal Cinque Ports Golf Club. St George's is by far the most famous, having hosted 15 Open Championships, the other two having hosted 3 between them. The northernmost end of the beach is frequently used as an unofficial naturist beach.
Prince's Golf Clubhouse. Might see someone famous.
We're loving this coastal challenge and hope you are enjoying riding along with us. Just think, by the end we'll be able to say we've seen the whole coast. It would be great to hear what you think in the comments, but please keep it polite. All this chat about sandwich is making me peckish, so I'm going to end this episode here. Thanks for watching until the end. See you next time when we end up at another quirky campsite.